Hello, wonderful people. Wonderful people, I just want to welcome you to my show. A show that I want us all to learn because I myself am also learning. I'm also learning a lot. I'm in the school of learning, and learning never ends. And at this time, I just want to share a video recording shared on YouTube by one of the prominent authors. He speaks a lot on masculinity to the young men, and he wants the best for us. Indeed, we need to get a lot from him, and you don't have to take everything, but take something that can be of very beneficial to you. So right now, I just want to share the video, and I want us to get something from this video. I want us to learn. There is a lot we can learn from this video. There is a lot we can benefit from this video. So as usual, get something, learn, and whatever is of good, pick it. Whatever is not of good for you, don't pick. I'm trying to find the video. I don't know what is happening. But wait.
Is to accept full responsibility. This thing that a broke man should do is to accept full responsibility for your being broke. Okay? Take 100% responsibility.
We are going to start from the beginning. It's a 8 minutes video. It's 8 minutes long video. So let us
Hi guys, so this will be a two-part video. I'm going to give you 16 things that a broke man should do. So this first part is going to be the first 8 things that a broke man should do to change his circumstances. So the first thing that a broke man should do is to accept full responsibility for your being broke, okay? Take 100% responsibility. The reason you're broke is because of the things you have done or the things you failed to do. There's nobody else to blame, not your wife, not your parents, not your girlfriend, not your teachers, not your background, none of that. Don't blame the politicians, the president, whoever else you feel is responsible. It is you that's 100% responsible for your situation. The reason this is important is 2 things. The first one is, if it is you who is responsible, it also means that it is you who can turn things around. So it is a very empowering belief, okay? If you are the one who did it, then you can also undo it. The second thing is that even if the other people are responsible, who is suffering? It's only you who is suffering. Nobody cares about your being broke. It is your problem, and therefore you have to solve it. That's number 1. Number 2, the second thing you need to do is you need to live below your means. Many guys who are broke, either they have taken a lot of debt or they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know, your friend buys a Mercedes, you also want to buy a Mercedes, you're upgrading from a premium, which was serving you quite well. Or you're living in a house whose rent is too high for you, you're struggling to pay up. Or your lifestyle is just expensive, okay? Maybe you have a high maintenance girlfriend or wife, or you're just making poor decisions in terms of expenditure. You're buying things from expensive places, or you're having wrong suppliers. Live below your means so that you can save, and with the savings that you have, you can then be able to change your life. So that's the second thing you have to do. The third thing you need to do is to make no excuses. Don't say that I'm this way because I'm from a poor family. I'm this way because nobody ever told me. I'm this way because I'm not well educated. I'm this way because I'm living in the slums. I'm this way because my family is like this. That doesn't help, and it doesn't care. And in any case, all your weaknesses or your disadvantages are only going to make your story that much more beautiful, because you are an overcomer, and people normally love the story of the underdog. So don't argue for your excuses. Don't defend your weaknesses. Change them, drop them. Okay? So don't protect yourself, correct yourself. That's the third thing. The fourth thing you need to do is don't underestimate yourself. Most guys who are broke, it's because they lack self-belief. There's so many opportunities that they can grab, but because they don't believe in themselves, they don't even try. They're afraid of failure. And failure is just an event. Failure is not something that it doesn't become part of you. It's an event out there. So never lack self-belief. Always understand and know that the heart of a man, nobody knows the depth of it. And the human spirit of fighting and of surviving is very, very strong. There was a case of Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. When they fought, Mike Tyson was a heavyweight champion, highly favored. The betting people gave the odds against Buster Douglas 42-1. Nobody imagined he could even win the fight, but he won the fight because he came there with a very strong spirit and with a very strong mind, and he actually overcame it. And that's why we normally also say, if you are not dreaming big enough, if your dreams don't scare you, then you're not dreaming hard enough. So dream big, be ambitious, hold your feet to the fire, put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and that is how you're going to grow and get out of your situation. Many people who are broke actually are broke because they're comfortable. So get yourself out of the comfort zone, do what you're afraid to do, and take risks. Okay, that is number 4. Number 5, and this is very important, you need to make more money. The reason you are broke is because you don't have enough money. Okay, that's fundamental. So you need to work hard. You need to make more money. So either you get a promotion, change your job, and more importantly, generate several streams of income. If you are a waiter, for example, you don't work the whole day and then go home and say that you're tired and you want to sleep. Why are you sleeping and you're broke? Get a night job. You can be a night watchman. Go and sleep at work or whatever. You have to work hard if you're going to change your life, okay? Don't be easy on yourself, especially if you're young. A young person can actually do this. I see this very regularly. You find that the day watchman is sleeping because at night he was also at work. So you really have to push yourself if you're going to make things change in your life. Don't forget that. So apply yourself, exploit your potential. If you are a teacher, you can probably also get a laptop. Laptops are nowadays very cheap. Learn Photoshop, learn videography. You can learn graphic design. You can learn how to be a motivational speaker. We have even people who are starting their churches. You can become a pastor. Do whatever it takes. Generate multiple streams of income. You have to make more money if you're going to get yourself out of that situation. And money comes from work done. It doesn't come from any other kind of situation. The 6th thing is don't hang around broke people. If you're going to hang around broke people, there'll be people who are making excuses, hanging around, talking about politicians, talking about football, talking about how life is hard, talking about a lot of garbage that is not going to help you. And remember, birds of a feather flock together. So if you want to get yourself out of that situation, you need to hang out with people who are overcomers, people who are looking for ways to get out of similar situations, guys who are achieving, guys who are winning, guys who are pushing themselves. Okay, so you have to choose your company very well. Don't hang around with broke people. Hang around with people who also have ideas or who have the intention to be rich, to be financially stable. Okay, that's very important. The 7th thing is you need to avoid negativity. Don't hang around people who are talking about negative things, how things are hard, how things are never going to work. People are going to discourage you. Like you tried doing something, they tell you, nani wewe bana, wewe unifurahisha, hii nini wewe wezani, utaweza kweli, and so on and so forth. So, and also avoid negative self-talk, like, oh, me, I'm not a morning person, I can't do this, I'm not good in maths, and so on. Any negative stuff, get it out of your life, because it's what's going to discourage you, reduce your self-confidence, and kill your self-belief. So avoid negativity completely. And the 8th thing is you need to pick the right girlfriend or wife. Many times we normally say that the degree of a man's success is normally determined by the woman. To a large extent, it's normally determined by the woman that he is with. For example, many men who are successful, they have spouses who are very supportive. They're going to give you a very supportive environment. They're going to encourage you to win more. They're not going to stress you. They're not going to put you into situations where you're spending more than you're earning. They're not going to force you into a lavish lifestyle. They are not high maintenance. They're not forcing you to give them attention when you're supposed to be out there killing it or grinding out. Okay, so you need to be able to know the role of your spouse in terms of your success and your being broke. If it's your high maintenance girlfriend, you need to dump her. We normally say in chess that the queen is the most powerful piece on the board. Okay, but at the same time, many times if you are a chess player, sometimes you're forced to sacrifice your queen so that you can maneuver around, so that you can get counterplay or initiative. So if you have to sacrifice your queen, you need to be able to do that. Okay, if you have to break up so that you can change your situation, because the goal of the game is to win the game, not to keep the queen. So those are the first 8 things that a broke man should do. The next segment, I'm going to go from the 9th one to the 16th one. See you in the next one.
Wow, wow, wow. That's a lot. That's a lot you have just gotten from this man. Indeed, he has shared what the broke men should do. Broke men will never be celebrated. So it is about time for you to work hard. No one cares about your story until you succeed. So we as young men, we need to embrace the burden of performance. Let us embrace the burden of performance. Even as we are seeking God, even as we are seeking God, we need to embrace the burden of performance. God does not bless God does not bless the wishful thoughts of our mind. No. God bless the work of our hands. The work of our hands is when we embrace the burden of performance. So let us all start working hard. Let us all start working hard. Let us not be choosy. Don't be embarrassed to get dirty. Get dirty. Work, work, work. Somebody said that in Nairobi there are no jobs, but there is money. In Nairobi there are no jobs. If you are coming to Nairobi to look for job, you will not find one. But if you are coming to look for money, you will find money. There is a lot of money in Nairobi. So what are you looking for? Are you looking for money or are you looking for job? If you are looking for job, there is none. There is none. But there is money. And how will you get this money? You will get this money when you will get this good money when you have learned a skill. Learn a skill, master this skill. When you master this skill, no one will ignore you. No one will ignore you. Even God Himself will bless you. God does not bless the thoughts of our mind. God bless the work of our hands. So let us embrace hard work. Let us embrace hard work. And when we embrace hard work, I tell you, there will be a reward for embracing hard work. I know some people say a donkey works hard, but there is no reward for a donkey. No. When you are beginning, you will have to work hard. And when you have worked extra hard and gotten something, now you can now develop the attitude of working smart. You can now develop the attitude of working smart. So I encourage you, my friends, I encourage you, let us embrace let us embrace burden of performance. Let us embrace it and things will be better. There is no glory for a broke man. Being broke is just temporary. So, what will take you from that state of temporary brokenness is when you move forward and start working towards it. Avoid negative friends. People. Avoid people who are always complaining. Now I want to share the second part of the video, and I want you to listen to it. Listen to it and get something. We are all learning. We are all learning together. Let us get something from our brother, whatever is sharing. And I will encourage you to visit his YouTube channel. It's called Unplug VIP. Read his books. He has written more than 7 books. 7 are non 7 are fiction books. 3 are non-fiction book. And the 3 that I know that are non-fiction, it's called Unplug, Unplug 1, Unplug 2, and Unplug 3. I'm about to buy Unplug 2 and 3 very soon, because I've been reading Unplug 1 for a very long time, reading it diligently, religiously, trying to get some concepts about the female nature, embracing the burden of performance, and also getting to know the history of feminism and be able to be aware of the reality of what is happening. There are some points, there are some things I agree with him, and there are some things I don't agree with him. But the one thing is that I decided to take the attitude I took the attitude of taking the good things that benefits me. And that is why I read the book, and I will continue reading, because there is a lot in that book that can bless a believer in Jesus Christ, can change a person's lives, can change a person's life. So let me share the second video. And the second video he did about the broke men. The broke men.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to continue now from the 9th thing that a broke guy should do to the 16th one. So the 9th thing that you need to do if you're broke, you need to read more. Okay, you need to read important things about your mindset, about success, about money. You need to educate yourself. The reason actually you're broke is because you're not competent, so you need to increase your competency. And also remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. People who know more are respected. They're able to see opportunities, and they're able to think much more critically in terms of just connecting dots. So you need to read more. If you are spending your time watching television or sitting around talking to friends, junk all those friends. Reading more improves your decision making, improves your awareness, and improves your literacy in all levels of life. So that's the 9th thing that a broke guy should do. The 10th thing you have to do, and most guys lack this, is you need to improve your communication. You need to learn how to make eye contact when you're talking to people. You need to be articulate. You need to know how you groom yourself, how you present yourself, how you show up, how to dress up, hold your head up, shoulders back, make eye contact, be clean, clean up, shave properly, smell nice. Don't go around smelling like sweat. People are not even going to want your company. People who communicate well and who are able to articulate themselves are normally easier to trust, because someone who has an opportunity will feel that you're someone who is reliable, someone that they can understand. So that is something you need to work on. Do not isolate yourself, sit around in a room playing video games or moping around. So work on your communication. And of course, reading a lot also is going to help, so that you can string together words and so that you can make sense when somebody is talking to you. Many people fail in interviews. I've sat in interview panels where people fail because they cannot communicate. They start panicking and so on. So work on your communication. That's very, very important. And then the 11th thing is you need to be financially literate. Learn about assets versus liabilities. Learn about how the banking system works. Why do banks keep your money? What are interest rates? The cooperative circles that you have around, which ones are giving the highest returns? Which ones are the most reliable? How can you join financial communities? How do you best invest your money? Which businesses are the best? Which kind of business can you start with? 5,000, with 10,000, with 50,000, with 2 million, with 2 billion, and so on and so forth. You need to be financially literate. How do you save your money? How does compound interest works? So this is just basic financial literacy that you need to have. What are the advantages of having a job versus being employed versus being self-employed versus having a business? You need to learn about Robert Kiyosaki's 4 quadrants and so on. How you move from being employed to being having a business that you're running yourself versus having a business that you have employed others and having passive income. Those are things you need to learn. If you're a broke guy, you need to learn all these things because knowledge is power. So that's very important. And then the 12th thing is you need to focus your efforts on a few things so that you don't spread yourself thin. I've seen guys who are broke, but you find he's running 10 businesses. You're not going to be able to do that. You're going to spread yourself thin. And as the Swahili say, mtaka yote ukosa yote. So have like 5 streams of income. Prioritize. The one that gives you the highest return, of course, is going to be the one that you need to give the most effort. Get the biggest bang for your buck. So focus yourself. Channel your energy properly. Don't scatter it all over around. That's the 12th thing that you need to know. The 13th thing that a broke guy should do is to learn to say no. Most broke guys also happen to be people pleasers. You have a relative who is slacking around, who is lazy. They give birth to children and they expect you to educate them. They expect you to be sending them handouts. They expect you to be rescuing them out of their financial mess all the time. So you have this black tax that is keeping you down and holding you back. So you need to learn to say, put yourself first. Most guys who are successful, you will find, they are what belong to what we call the dark triad or the dark triad personality. You find that they're either narcissists, they're psychopaths, or they're Machiavellian characters. So you need to get a balance. Of course, it doesn't mean that you don't take care of anybody else, but you need to put yourself first, okay? When you look at, in the aeroplane, when you take a plane, you're told that when there's a crisis and the oxygen masks fall, you're told to fix yourself, your oxygen mask first before you fix that of another person. So you must always put yourself first if you're going to be useful to others. The Chinese say that there's time to gather energy and there's time to use energy. So give yourself time to gather your financial strength before you can actually share it. Some people share it before they even have enough. So that's very, very important. You learn to say no, okay? Very important. And then the 14th thing, which is destroying many men, and you find guys who are running businesses that are not going anywhere, is because they are average. You tell a guy to build for you a chair, they bring a mediocre chair that has, the finishing is poor. You tell a guy to do for you maybe some graphic design, they do a poor job, they deliver it late, So they want to be average, they don't want to deliver superior service, and that is destroying a lot of men. So never be average, always seek to be among the best, deliver exceptional quality service, and seek excellence. Always seek excellence in everything that you do, in how you communicate, in how you show up, in how you talk to your customers, and in the kind of work that you do. You must always deliver excellent quality if you want to get yourself out of a broke situation. Many guys who are broke are always average, very comfortable. They are half-assing themselves through life. They don't give 100%, they give 75%, and then they expect their lives to change. That is not going to happen. You have to apply yourself and you have to exceed expectations. Excellence should be your way of life, and you must always pursue excellence. The 15 things you have to do as a broke guy is you need to get rid of all your addictions. All these broke guys are either addicted to sitting around, idling, sleeping, sex, pornography, alcohol, gambling, video games, and so on. You need to get rid of all your addictions. You need to be very stoic. You need to be very strong. You need to fast. And that's why Amerix talks about taking cold showers in the morning. A cold shower makes you mentally tough, and it also gives you a source of dopamine that is much more meaningful. For example, of course, when you're taking a cold shower, it feels very uncomfortable and all that. But in a short while after you've dried yourself and dressed up, you're going to feel much, much better. So in the same way, you should get rid of all the sources of dopamine like alcohol and gambling and sex. The source of dopamine for you should be success. You set goals, Kill those goals, and then you're going to feel the dopamine rush. And that's the sense that we call fulfillment. So control your dopamine, kill all your addictions. You're going to be hungrier and focused. And the 16th thing and the last thing is that if all else fails, don't be shy to look for help, seek advice, get a consultant. Many guys have reached out to me and I've been able to advise guys, but I'm also charging because it's also time consuming. So look for help, look for mentors, go to the internet, read books, talk to somebody you respect, somebody who's older than you. If there's a businessman who you admire, talk to them. If there's someone who you love how they run their life, talk to them, look for help. In most cases, the mindset that brought you into the problem you are in may not be the same mindset that will get you out of it. So those are the 16 things that a broke man needs to do to get himself out of his situation. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
Plan options could keep your online business running smoothly 24/7.
Wow. I believe you have gotten a lot from the 2 videos that has just been shared. I've gotten a lot, and to me personally, I've gotten a lot, and I will encourage us to at least get something and be able to apply the lessons that you have gotten from the video, because there is no glory for a broke man who is not working hard. Indeed, we need to avoid some bad habits that enable us not to put attention on working hard. There are some habits that limit us from working hard. We need to avoid these habits. Some of these habits, bad habits, are, for example, alcoholism. Alcoholism is destroying many people. It's destroying many people. We have betting. We have many people love to bet. So I encourage us not to embrace betting. It's one of the bad habits. We have so much pornographic addiction to sex, many others. I won't mention all of them. We need to avoid them for us to be able to embrace burden of performance. Embracing burden of performance will be limited when we encourage bad habits. We don't need to encourage bad habits in our lives. We need to be example to our children. We need to be example to the young people who are coming up. Young people in high schools are looking up to us. So we need to show them the example of a good life. We need to show them example of working hard, embracing good work ethic. Thank you so much, and I will encourage you people who is watching this video to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For us to continue learning a lot from people who are ahead of us. Because for us to be able to achieve more, we need to stand on the shoulder of people who had achieved. People who are successful. We need to stand on their shoulder for us to be even more successful. Thank you so much, and may God continue blessing you. Asanteni sana.